Let's jump right into it, Matthew. We need to talk about your Commanders last night on Thursday Night Football. Yes.
Who we talking about?
I see that the Jaden Daniels jersey is almost buried behind the blitz. Yes, very interesting. As we take a look at the top fantasy performances, boy, what a great night for both of you. Matthew, your Commanders lose. Jay, you had Tucker Kraft on your bench. Nicely done.
Yes, I texted the group chain, the League of Arseholes, the Arrested Development Job. I've made a huge mistake meme after I benched Tucker Kraft for Cooper Kupp. Now, here's the thing. Cooper Kupp hasn't played yet.
That's
true. He could score 24.5 points.
24.5 points, exactly, within the range of outcomes. We'll go through all of these. I just like the fact that Jaden Daniels, in what I think was his worst NFL start, I thought that's the worst I've seen him play as a pro, still managed to get 19.7 fantasy points, gets a couple, by the way, touchdowns. There you go. There's the Jaden Daniels jersey.
Still on the
tucked
wall.
always behind me. Always, it might be one rung down.
Still above Mahomes.
Yeah,
Interesting.
We get rid of Mahomes.
Yeah, exacy.
Mahomes is buried back
By the way,
there.
and we randomly have two Kelseys. I noticed. So, so anyway, always, we're open to other jerseys if people want to send in jerseys.
There's a few that can come off the ball. I think we can get rid of Brian Robinson Jr.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Ramondre Stevenson.
Micah Parsons. Good call, Jay, on the half sack last night. Actually ended up having a full sack. So.
Did he get adjusted?
Yeah, I saw it get adjusted.
I like that.
So, either way, you were good anyway. Either way, just to be clear.
Your best bet, Micah Parsons over a quarter of a sack. That cashed. By the way, shout out to my guy, plus money, Lawrence Jackson. His bet, Deebo Samuel, 6+ receptions at plus money. I think it was plus 138. That cashed as well. My Deebo Samuel over 4.5 rushing yards did not, because he didn't get a rushing attempt.
But he was returning kicks.
I
quite well.
Had he was one of the few Commanders that did play well. I think had they given him a rushing attempt, it would have cashed, but he did not, and so 2 out of 3. So anyway, congrats to Jay and Lawrence. Apologies to everyone. By the way, Jay also mentioned, if you saw on the air, he basically said, I will take the under. That also cashed, even though that wasn't your official bet. But you did mention that you liked the under last night.
Yeah. And somehow sweating it out to the end, which I didn't feel like it should have been. That felt like a very defensive struggle. It felt like a defensive struggle where the Packers were blowing them out the whole time. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, how is this a one-score game in the fourth quarter? But the Commanders, they hung around, but just didn't all click. And I think the main takeaway is just that if you're going up against the Packers defense, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're starting your obvious studs against the Packers moving forward, but any of the borderline guys, like last night, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, he's a borderline guy. No, you don't start them. And we'll get into the Commanders soon, but just the Packers defense was as advertised. I'm not worried about the Commanders, honestly, short week on the road against what is one of the best defenses in the NFL. I mean, they're loaded top to bottom. The Packers, the crazy thing about that game is that I thought the Packers, Jay and I were talking about this before the show, I thought the Packers were the better team by far last night.
Yeah.
It wasn't close.
It was just like week 1 against the Lions.
Yes,
it was a sizable gap.
They dominate against my Commanders, and yet, if Matt Gay mixed 2 field goals, it's a one-score game.
The spread is covered, right?
Yeah, it was 3. I
saw 3.5 was the open. It did go down to 3.
Went down to 3 at close. But either way, the fact is it had been a one-score game. And, maybe they don't have to try the onside kick. Maybe they kick it away and they try to play some defense, see if they get it back and get a miracle. It just, it was closer than it should have been given how dominant I thought Green Bay was and how, candidly, mediocre I thought Washington was. They just didn't play well.
Two things.
They got dominated on both sides of the ball.
Two things that are pretty scary. One, the Packers defense has done this to the Lions and the Commanders, who are arguably the 2 best offenses in the NFC last year. It's what's it going to look like when they play Connor's Cleveland Browns next week?
Yeah, Joe Flacco. Good Lord.
I love the Browns.
Good luck, Joe.
I've always.
And then secondly, as I was reminded, Micah Parsons hasn't even entered his prime yet.
No.
He's 26 years old.
He's not even playing his full
not
snap
full
count.
snaps, right.
Look, what's going to happen when Parsons is 27, 20, and he's absolute prime and playing full snaps?
That might be a good trade.
This man's an absolute freak. It's completely ridiculous. He's eviscerating triple teams last night. Myles Garrett was amazing in week 1 as well, but I think those 2 guys right now stand alone.
The Commanders don't have an amazing offensive line, but it's also not horrific.
No.
And Laramie, according to PFF, Laramie Tunsil allowed 2 pressures.
Right.
Josh Connolly, he allowed 5.
Tough spot for a rookie.
Yes, very tough spot for a rookie, but still, I mean, anyway, just he was constantly under pressure, Jaden Daniels. And it's amazing that he only had 17 rushing yards because I felt like he was running for his life every single play. But he was that far back that it took that much to get to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com. And I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched. Or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.